of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. Ways of striking it rich. Some do it with a prospector's pick, some with a gun. But Asa McQueen's strike on March 14th was an exception. It was an unusual discovery. Paper. But a special kind of paper. Large denomination bills in United States currency.
Did you hear about the Cronins? Mary Sims tells me...
You told me that last time you were in. And about the Bruners, too.
Why? It's Asa McQueen, Mr. Deadbeat himself. Coming here for credit?
No more credit for him. Told him that last time he was in.
Hello, beautiful.
Now, I told you once, Asa.
You want money? Let's see if I've got a dime. I struck it. Look there, Charlie. $100 bills. Now, you act respectful. You're talking to a rich man. How much do I owe you, Charlie, my boy? 100? We'll take another. I'm doing some buying today.
Thank you, Asa. Thank you. Just name anything you want.
Oh.
I knew you'd hit it someday, Asa. I've told everybody that you would.
Now, you run down and get my landlady. Bring Maggie up here. Toot sweet.
I always had good words for you, Asa. Just you ask Charlie.
What was it, Asa? Gold strike? You sell out? Between old friends. Come on, Asa. Where was it?
Will you tell my landlady to wait here? I'm going down to the bank and pay off my loan.
Yes, Mrs. Brown. That escrow should be through next week.
Hang up. Important customers here.
Oh, may I call you back, Miss Brown? Thank you.
That's better. I think I have a small loan here, about $300.
Yes, Asa, just a moment. I'll call and get the paper for the
Oh,
correct
you don't
amount.
have to bother. I know it's only $300. And if there's anything left, you can keep it yourself. For past favors to Asa McQueen.
Asa, where'd you get all this money? How much have you there?
I've got plenty here and plenty more where this came from. Where I got it is my little secret. But I'll give you a tip. I haven't been digging those hills for nothing all these years.
But you mine for gold, not for currency. Have you made a strike and sold out for cash?
Well, let's say I made a strike and it resulted in cash. Mark me paid off on the books, will you?
Just a minute, Asa. You're carrying a lot of money. Won't you let me deposit it for you?
Ed, done. You helped me in the past. And later on, I may let you do all my banking for me. But right now, I want to keep my money where I can feel it and see it and spend it wherever I want.
Asa, wait!
Listed as stolen only. A dark green coupe. Right rear window broken.
Highway Patrol, Matthews. All right, hold on a second, will you? Who's this talking? E.L. Dunn, manager, Folkestone Bank. All right, go ahead, please. All right, get me the Acme file, will you? Right away, it's right on top. Say they're all $100 bills? Let me have the serial numbers. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, they all match. Who brought the money in? Asa McQueen, what's his standing in Folkestone? Why don't you keep it quiet? I'll be there in about 20 minutes. Thanks. Contact the FBI. Tell them some of the Acme money showed up in Folkestone.
Yes, sir.
Got a lead?
He's a prospector, but I don't think he's a suspect. We have 4 leads. Here they are. Any one of them in Folkestone, we're off and running. Let's go.
This is the Highway Patrol, District 12. We have a report on the serial numbers of the $100 bills taken in the Acme armed car robbery on June the 17th.
Hello, Maggie.
Asa, what did you want with me?
If that fits, I'll get you some more.
Oh, this one's a plenty. I'm only your landlady.
I'll buy you a dozen dresses. Asa McQueen don't forget who fed him when he was hungry, nursed him when he's sick. And I got some plans if you mind your P's and Q's, old woman.
Don't you call me old woman, you old dog, you.
Rich old dog. And there's more where this came from.
You're going awful fast. Are you sure of your ground?
I found what I found on my claim. My own property. I spent 40 years of thirst and aches and blisters. I worked them hills hard, and now they paid me what they owe me.
I ain't saying you don't deserve it. I'm saying be careful.
Why, Mag?
Oh, don't think I got designs on you because you got money in your pocket. It's just that, well, a woman gets used to even a mangy old cur dog hanging around.
I might buy you a collar for that old dog. Think it over, woman.
Mr. Dunn, I'm Dan Matthews, Highway Patrol.
How do you do?
How are you, sir? One of my boys are checking with your tellers. I hope you don't mind.
No, not at all. But Asa didn't talk to a teller. He brought the money directly to me. There are the bills.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's part of the armored car job, all right. How long have you known McQueen?
Oh, about 20 years, I guess. He was here when I came with the bank.
Has he ever had this kind of money before?
Mr. Matthews, the only time that I ever knew Asa to have a couple of $100 in a lump sum was right after he'd come in and borrowed it from the bank. He has nothing.
Well, he struck something big this time. How did he explain the $100 bills instead of gold?
Nothing. He seemed very excited and very evasive. He left the money on the desk and practically ran out of the office. I got to wondering. So I checked these bills against the stolen currency list, and then I called your office.
Tell me, has McQueen been away for any length of time in the past month?
Oh, he goes up into the hills frequently for long periods. Look, these bills are stolen, and Asa's carrying a lot more of them. But I'm positive that he's not involved in any robbery.
Well, I can't be as positive as you are. Armored car was held up. Those bills are part of the loot. McQueen brought them to you. I think that involves him just a little, don't you? Mr. Dunn, take a look at these. You seen these men around Folkestone?
All strange faces to me.
Do you know where McQueen lives?
Yes, he lives at Maggie's boarding house when he's in town. It's a few blocks down the street. You can't miss it.
Oh, by the way, I had my office call the FBI. I gave them your name. They're going to take it from here as far as the money's concerned.
You'll find McQueen an interesting old fellow, Mr. Matthews.
Yeah, if we find him, I'm sure he's going to be interesting. Thanks very much, Mr. Dunn.
It's quite all right.
The location of currency bearing serial numbers listed as stolen is often the first step in solving large-scale robberies. But mere possession of such currency is no crime. It must be traced to the criminal. However, in a small town, news travels fast, and the criminal is given valuable time in which to hide his tracks and avoid capture.
Miss Hammond?
Yes?
Highway Patrol.
Oh, come in, please.
Thank you. We hear that Asa McQueen lives here.
Not here right now. I left him down at Charlie's eating place.
Expect him back very soon?
Hard to say. He's celebrating. Is anything wrong?
Have you seen any of these men around Folkestone lately?
This is probably silly, but this looks something like Jesse's star boarder, the Osborne boy. First time he's been back to Folkestone since... must have been 1938 when he left. And Jesse says he just sits in his room there.
Brownie Osborne.
Mr. Armored Truck himself.
Thank you very much, Miss Hammond.
Oh, you're welcome.
I think Brownie's working with McQueen.
Now, the way he's spending that money, he must have stumbled over it.
Could be fatal.
Yeah. Let's pick up McQueen. I don't want Brownie to get to him first.
The police were here looking for you.
The police?
Yes, and I know why they were here, Asa. It wasn't because you made a plain, ordinary mining strike.
All right, I found the money. Tin box crammed with it. But I found it hidden on my legal, registered claim, and it's mine.
Well, why don't you tell the police that?
Oh, no. Them hills paid me off for 40 years of looking. And no fancy talk's gonna get it away from me.
Where are you going, Asa?
I'm going down to the claim and pick up the rest of the money. Then I'm going where they can't find me. I'm gonna live in style, old woman. I might even send for you.
I like it here.
Go on. Have it your way.
Oh, he's a fine man. First thing off, he asked me to fetch his landlady. Keeping a rooming house myself, that strikes near home, don't you think? Yeah. I've a good notion to invite him to stay here. Nothing against Maggie, understand? But this is nicer.
What kind of a dump is this? For $10 a week, I gotta listen to your yakety-yak?
I'll call you back later. Kemper, we've got something to be excited about in your old hometown today.
Yeah, what happened? An airplane flyover?
Oh, no, indeed. One of our men discovered a mine.
Well, bully for Folkestone.
Saw him myself, just as he came into town. $100 bills. New ones, a whole fistful of them.
You see notes? Who?
Come on, who?
Asa McQueen, old Asa. Lives over at Maggie's.
He sold his find, huh? Is that where he got the money?
He's very mysterious about the whole thing. No one knows where it is, what kind of ore he struck. Nothing.
Yeah. I've been thinking of doing a little prospecting myself. Maybe I ought to talk to him.
Asa's gone back up to his find, and nobody knows where it is.
The criminal has found that there is more to robbery than the mere taking of the valuables. If the property is identifiable, it must be either transported to a distant jurisdiction or concealed until the crime is forgotten. However remote and clever the hiding place, it is sometimes discovered. And there is no criminal more vicious than the one who is protecting the proceeds of his illegal labor. The Highway Patrol did not find Brownie Osborne at Jesse's boarding house.
Miss Fry? Jesse Fry?
Yes, I'm Jessie. Are you looking for a room?
No, I'm Dan Matthews, Highway Patrol. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Highway Patrol? What's wrong? I haven't done anything.
It's not about you, Miss Fry. May I come in?
Yes, please do. My goodness. So much excitement in one day. First Asa McQueen, and now you. That's it. You're looking for Asa McQueen. I knew when I saw him this morning with those $100 bills, he couldn't have come by them honestly. And I said to myself...
Would you mind answering a few questions for me?
But of course not. Won't you sit down?
No, thank you. That's all right.
Now, what do you want to know about Asa?
Well, we're not interested in Asa McQueen at the moment. I'd like to know if you have a boarder here with the name of Osborne, Brownie Osborne.
Yes, he's been here a few weeks now. A strange man, Mr. Matthews.
Is this him?
Yes, but he looks older now.
Is he here?
Not now. I heard him go. You always hear that boy go, slamming doors all the time, shouting to people to keep quiet. Not a good boarder, an unhappy boy, Mr. Matthews.
Yeah, I can well imagine. You know where he went?
No. Well, he did say something about doing some prospecting, probably because Asa struck it rich. I'll bet that Osborne boy's in trouble. That's why you're here. Am I right, Mr. Matthews?
Somebody might be in trouble. Now, if Osborne comes back, I want you to leave the house without his knowing and call the highway patrol right away.
I certainly will, Mr. Matthews. Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thanks very much.
I must call Elsie right away.
I don't know where he is, and what's more, I don't care.
Any hint at all what this claim might be?
He'll find out there's more to a piece of soul than eating and dressing fancy.
You're sure you have no idea what the claim is?
Why are you folks so interested in Asa?
We checked Jesse's boarding house. Osborne's not there. We think he's looking for McQueen. We also think McQueen stumbled on some of the money from the robbery, $90,000 of it. The man that stole it killed to get it. He's not adverse to killing to keep it.
But not Asa. Why don't you catch that Osborne boy?
Miss Hammond, there's 1,000 square miles of mountain up there.
I don't know where the claim is. I never meddled in Asa's business. It's just a claim.
His claim? Is it recorded?
Yes. He made a point of that.
On the radio right now. County seat claims office.
The county mining claims file revealed that Asa McQueen had registered a location in the Devil's Creek Canyon area 2 years before. A check with patrol headquarters showed no units deployed in the vicinity.
We've got 4 possibles whose MO fits the armored car job, right?
That's right.
It's been nearly 9 months since the bank robbery. Doesn't seem likely they'd sit around a town like Folkestone that long.
Yeah, that's the trouble. Robbery took place a long ways from Folkestone. Now, the heist man wouldn't figure we'd look for him in a small town. But once he gets to Folkestone, a small town like this, he'd attract attention. Unless he tried to prove himself legitimate. You check those points on the map carefully. I wish one of us knew this country better.
Well, the map's pretty clear. I don't think we'll have any trouble.
I wish we could say the same for the Prospector. If Osborne is after him, well, the poor old guy probably went back for his money. He's gonna wind up with a bag full of lead.
Maybe Osborne didn't take out after him. Maybe he left town.
After waiting this long for the money? For the Prospector's sake, I hope you're right. See, it'll be about a mile northeast if the claim marker's accurate.
I'll come out. Do you hear me? I'll come out. Hold your fire.
Sounds like the shot came from over there.
Go on.
There's the old man.
That's rifle fire. The guy doesn't pick us off.
The old man moved. He's still alive.
Let's see if we can make it to him.
Who you kidding, cops? I got you at range.
It's his leg.
See what you can do for him.
Smart, aren't you? Where you going from there?
Seen better cover myself.
We're not going to do any good when we get within pistol range. He's got a lot of ammo, too. How's he doing?
He needs attention bad.
He's out of sight. We'll be outflanked any minute. He'll keep moving back and forth. It's just a matter of time till he gets a clear shot at us. Can't tell which angle he'll flank us from next. Let me have your 6-incher. Way out of range. I'll try it again. About 5 feet high and 2 feet upwind.
Close.
Lucky. This range, you can go 3 feet either side.
We can drop one on him.
Dreamer. At least we got him to pull his head in for a second. All right, reload. Look. You see if you can pin him down. I'll try and get within pistol range.
Too risky. If my first shot doesn't make him duck, he'll pick you off.
What are we going to do? Wait for the cavalry to come and rescue us? No, aim 5 over and 2 up. Correct as you see him hit.
Look, why don't you cover me? I'm younger, maybe faster.
I'm old enough to be scared. That makes me just as fast. Go ahead. Drop it, Brownie. Feel like moving?
I'm just lying here thinking, what's the point in going back? Bought all that stuff. I owe more money than I ever paid.
I don't think they'll press you for the few hundred you spent.
Seek, and you shall find. I've done my seeking, mister. Where's my find?
Well, that all depends on what a man's looking for.
Bullet in my leg? My age, I can't make it back to the hills anymore. I gotta stay in Folkestone.
Well, why don't you look there?
Folkestone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I might register my next claim there.
Highway Patrol in action again next week. Until then, remember, leave blood at the Red Cross, not on the highway. This is Broderick Crawford saying, see you next week.